students. This would be the next class of your fourth unit. I have explained you in my last class regarding the capital budgeting and the types, techniques, and one two problems of payback period and ARR. Today we are going to do more further problems in these. This is very important from the point of view exams also. Okay, this problems we have done in my last class. These are very important from the point of view exams also. I'm saying again and again. So this is a structure actually statement showing calculation of cash inflows for ARR. So it's like they ask you need to know the this format also because simple. It's ARR is very simple. Just an average annual profits. It's only one formula, average annual profits divided by average investment, okay, into 100. That simple. They'll not ask little bit uh, complicated will be there. That complication will be here if you see this format. Earnings before depreciation, interest and taxes. He may give you number of years also. You need to deduct the depreciation. Then you will get earning before interest and tax. Less taxes. We have deducted depreciation and we have deducted the taxes. This will be earning before interest and after taxes. Now this is the value where you need to take ARR assets. As such, here he has given you these values, right? 3,500, 5,500. Sometimes he will not give you directly also. What he will give you, earnings. In the question he may give you earnings before depreciation, interest and tax. Means you need to deduct the depreciation and you need to, what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to deduct the tax as well as the depreciation. Okay, so deducting both the things, this is what. So if at all in the question if he gives you the information regarding earnings before depreciation, interest and taxes, means you need to deduct the depreciation as well as the tax. That after deducting these two, this would, you are supposed to take this as the new cash flow assets. Okay, the same manner for the book value. These two are different. Okay, this is one table and this is another table. This is calculation for the numerator part. This numerator part means this one, average income, net income after taxes. So here you need to have this only, an average income after taxes. This is what you require. Okay, so this is what you are supposed to take in the ARR question. So if at all he has not given you anything as such, he has not given anything as such separately. He has given determine the average rate of return from the two data machines, from the data of two machines. Okay, machine A, machine B, he has given years and number of and the amount directly. But here in our next problem, he will not give directly this. He'll give you earnings before interest and tax, depreciation and tax, like that he'll give you. So what you're supposed to do for in that, even if at all any depreciation is there, you need to minus from this amount. If at all any tax is there, you need to minus that amount also. So here this is how you need to do. So this value you need to take over here. Remember this, simple. If he gives you earnings before depreciation and tax, you need to deduct the depreciation as well as the tax. So now the new denominator is, this is the one formula above this first four lines, depreciation, earnings, taxes. Here till here, this is the part for the numerator, average net income after taxes. For the denominator, book value of investment. If at all anything has been given in the question, cost and all, you need to take that. Beginning of the year, if at all any depreciation is there, you need to deduct that also. And ending and average. Average, how we are supposed to do is, beginning and ending you need to add and divide it by 2. Okay, last year's and current year's and divide it by 2. Let us do a problem, you will understand it better. A project which cost rupees 40,000, it streams of income before depreciation, interest and taxes, EBDIT. Remember this, EBDIT. During first year through 5 years is expected to be rupees 10,000, rupees 12,000, 14,000, 16,000, 20,000. Okay, this is what he said. So he has given you earnings before interest, depreciation, interest and taxes. So for 5 years it is 10,000, 12,000, 14,000, 16,000, and 12,000 assets. Assume a 50% tax rate and depreciation on straight line method. The minimum tax rate is 13%, he said. Okay, the minimum rate, that is nothing but the expectation of ARR has been given as 13%, and he's saying whether to accept the project. That is understood question. If he has given minimum rate, that means ARR from his side is saying that it should be till 13%. If it goes beyond that, simple that you need to reject. If it is less than that, you need to reject. If it is more than that, you can accept the project as well. So let's start do this problem. I'll write the information over here. What information he has given? First of all, you need to take the cost of the asset. Cost of the asset, how much he has given you? Wait. 40,000. Okay. Then what he has given you? EBDIT he has given for 5 years 10,000, 12,000, 14,000, 16,000, and 20,000. So let's take all these years values as such. Okay. So here it would be cost of the asset he has given 40,000, and what he said is EBIT, that is earning before depreciation, interest, and taxes. How much he has given you? EBDIT, how much he has given you during the first 5 years is rupees 10,000 for first year. Second year it is 12,000. Third year 14,000. Fourth year 16,000. Fifth year 20,000. This is what he has given you. Okay, so these are nothing but the amounts, the interest rates. Okay, so then what we are supposed to deduct? This is nothing but EBDIT has given you. So what is the first thing we need to do? What is the first thing that we need to do? He said first you need to deduct the depreciation. See guys, directly if he gives you in the question EBIT, that means you should not take directly that. You need to deduct the depreciation amount also, you need to deduct the tax amount also. So what is left over, you need to take that as a numerator, that is earnings. So basically the formula, I'll just write down over here. What's the formula for ARR is? So here the formula for ARR is earning after tax divided by or average income divided by average investment asset. So what has been given in the question? Let's take that first of all. So this is the what we are calculating is the numerator one. Earnings after tax means this is, if we let me show you the format that I have drawn over here. So we need this. He has given in the question this information. Remember this. He has given information, this information. Now we need to make these assets for that. So you need to deduct the depreciation as well as the tax. I'm telling again and again, you need to deduct both the depreciation as well as the tax. So let's take this. So what the number of years what he has given, let's take that first of all. I'll just draw it and come back to you. So this is the basically the what we are going to do is calculation of ARR. As I said, we need the information earnings after tax, but we have in the question earnings before depreciation and tax. These type of questions will be asked in the examination. It's very important. That is the reason I'm explaining you. So here in the question he has given you the information that, let's take that. First of all, earnings. EBDIT, let's take that information. I'm just writing the short form, it's there above, right? So first year it is 10,000. We are going to take all the years information that has been given in the question. Second year 12,000, third year 14,000, fourth year 16,000, fifth year 20,000, sixth year 14,000. If you check this question, this is what information we have taken. Okay, this is what 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, that's the last one is so for 5 years information has been given. The very first thing is what he is asking, if VIT, we need earning after tax. So first thing we need to deduct is depreciation. Depreciation, there is a formula, it's not been, it will not be given. You need to substitute in the formula and calculate. Depreciation, the formula is, yesterday also in my class I have shown you, cost minus the scrap value divided by the number of years. Okay, so in the question how much he has given you, cost 40,000, scrap is not there, so we need to take 0 by 5. So your depreciation is 8,000. As is said, straight line method, that means depreciation for all the years it will be 8,000. So we need to deduct 8,000 every year. This is important, guys, listen carefully. So if you deduct this, how much it will be remaining? First year 2,000, second year 4,000, third year 6,000, fourth year 8,000, fifth year 12,000. Okay, so now we need to deduct the tax. What tax has been given? I have not written over here. Tax rate has been given 50%. If you see this, I'll just show you. Tax rate, how much he has given? 15%. So let's take that 15% as such. You need to deduct tax also, minus tax 50%. 50% you are going to do on these values what we got. This is nothing but, now if you see this, this will be nothing but earnings after depreciation and before tax. Earnings after depreciation and before tax it is. So now we are going to deduct the tax also. So tax 50% means 1,000. Here 4,000 ka 2,000, 6,000 3,000, 8,000 it will be 4,000, 12,000 it will be 6,000. We are doing 50% of the answer that is been above. Okay, don't get confused. So now what will be remaining? This is nothing but your earning after tax that's been given. Okay, so this is what we require for our question. 1,000 it is, second year 2,000, third year 3,000, fourth year 4,000, fifth year 6,000. Now what you are supposed to do is you need to take out the average of, okay, you need an average of this all. Okay, so if you do average, you need average of this. So how much it will be? 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 6,000. So it will be 10, 13, 15, 16. This is earning after 16,000 we got. Okay, 16,000 you need to take out the average. So now for the numerator answer, ARR is nothing but earning after tax divided by average investment. How we need to take out the average. average of all. So how we are going to do is, we have added all of them, no, 6,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000 and 1,000. If you add all of them, it will be 16,000 divided by the number of years. Okay, you need to do the number of years, average annual profits divided by number of years. If you do this, it will come to 3,200. So this answer is nothing but your let's take this as an average. Okay, so this is nothing but, if we have taken out the average, this would be 3,200 as such. Okay, so this is one part. We got the numerator part. Now we need to calculate the denominator one. So if you see this, this is what we required. We got the numerator part. Now in the question, what he has given is average annual, the cost of the asset is 40,000, and he is asking us to calculate the average investment also. So for that, you need to use this format: book value of investment, beginning less depreciation, ending, and average. That is, let me show you that how we are going to do. So we are going to calculate the book value of investment now. You will not have this for that. Okay, this is a subheading as such. So we need to take the beginning value, uh, less depreciation we need to deduct, ending value, and beginning and ending divided by 2 you need to take. That is how you get the average out of it. Okay, so here also let's take that. This is one part. We are done with the one part, the numerator part. Now we need to do the denominator part as such. So here, now we are going to calculate the book value of investment. So let's take beginning. Beginning value is how much in the question that has been given. You can do separately also as such. There is less space. I am taking in my I'm adding like I'm doing in a one box only. First year is 40,000, right? So you need to deduct the depreciation. Depreciation of first year is how much? 8,000. So let's deduct that 8,000. You will get over here 32,000. This is nothing but your ending. Now you need to take out the average of this also. So 32,000 we got, right? That will be the opening again. That would be the beginning for the same next year. This is very important, guys. Remember, listen this very carefully. The cost of the asset. This is nothing but book value of investment we are calculating. That will, you need to take first cost of the asset 40,000 less depreciation. Depreciation already we have 8,000. Why I am doing this? Because that has been the format. This is how I am doing. Beginning you need to take less depreciation, and what is remaining after subtracting, that will become the ending. Again this will become the opening balance of the next year for the second year. So here also you need to do the same thing. So 40,000 minus 8,000, you remained with 32,000, right? So now this will become the opening of the next year. So 32,000. What is the depreciation? Same 8,000. So what will be remaining now? 24,000. The same manner this will become the opening minus 8,000. This will be the ending 16,000. Then again 16,000 minus 8,000. This will become the closing 8,000 minus 8,000. What will be remaining? Nothing. Zero balance it will be. So now you need to take out the average. Average of beginning 40,000 plus 32,000. Remember how we are going to take. I am just writing down the sample. 40,000 plus how we are going to do. I'm going to write down this sample for first year. 40,000 plus 32,000 divided by 2. How much will be remaining? 72,000 divided by 2, it will be 36,000. Second year, 32,000 plus 24,000, some 58,000, 56,000 it will be. So divided by 2, it will be 28,000. 24,000. I am adding. You need to add all the time. Whenever he asks you this sort, you need to add and take out the average of it. Okay. Add beginning plus closing divided by 2 assets. So here also 24,000 plus 14,000. It will be some around how much it will be? 40,000. 40,000 divided by 2. Here it will be 20,000. If you do here 16 plus 18, 8, it will be 24. 24 divided by 2, it will be 12,000. So here 8,000 plus 0 it is. So 8,000 divided by 2, it will be 4,000. Now you need to take average of all these. 36,000 plus 24,000 or 28,000, how much it will be? Some 64. 64 plus 2, 84. 84 plus 12. 84 plus 12, some around 96. 96 plus 4, 1 lakh, right? 1 lakh divided by 5, you need to take out the average. It will be average investment, nothing but it will be 1 lakh. I have added all of them after taking out the average. Divided by 2, it will, sorry, divided by 5, number of years it is. So number of years, you need to take the average out of it. So it will come around to 20,000. So here also the average will be, if you take here, it will be 20,000. So if you add this, if you just substitute over here, numerator will be 3,200 what we got, and the denominator is what I have calculated is 20,000 into 100. This is how it is. ARR will be calculated. So it will come to 16%. So it is nothing but 16%. So what has been given in the question is 13%, and the minimum return is 13. That what he has said in the question. Okay. If you check out this question, what he has given in the question is minimum return. He has given, see at the end, the information. If you see this, the minimum return is 13%, he said you, but we got 16%. So that means we got more ARR than the that has been expected, 13. So let's we are going to accept the project. So proposal is accepted, project is accepted. I hope it is clear to all of you. So do concentrate this, guys. This is very important. This is, it's like I have seen your previous papers of MIA, as I have already said you. This type of questions will be asked in the exam. So do concentrate on this. It's very simple. What we are going to do is we are going to deduct the depreciation and tax. This will be the new earnings after tax. You are going to directly, instead of adding this all, you are going to deduct the depreciation and tax. Then this all will be added, and you need to take out the average divided by 5. So that is how you get the 3,200. So here also, denominator, that is average investment, you need to take the cost of the asset first of all. You need to deduct the depreciation. This will become the ending. Opening will be the that's been given the question minus depreciation, that will become the ending. You need to take out the average of these two. 40 plus 32, it will be 36,000. The same manner you need to do for all of them. Add all of them, divided by 5, it will come the 20,000. So this is how 3,200 divided by 20,000 into 100, you will get 16%. So I am going to write, there is no place as such, but I am going to write it over here. 16% is more than 30%. So accept the project, because we are getting more returns than expected. Okay. So let's move on to the next method now. I hope it is clear to all of you. The next one is NPV. NPV is very important. Topic is NPV. Today what I am going to teach you. NPV is all about, it takes into consideration the time value of money. Time value is nothing but an rupee earned today is much better than a rupee earned getting tomorrow or after a year as such. So the cash flows of the different years and value differently, made comparable in terms of present value. For this, to is basically to know the what is the net present value, whatever the time it may be, will be known through NPV. Okay, so using discount rates, NPV will be calculated. So basically, Ezra Solomon has given the definition of NPV as it's a present value of future returns discounted at the required rate of return minus the present value of the cost of investment as such. So this is the formula. NPV is equal to present value of cash inflows minus the initial investment or cash outlay, or number of names will be given for that. So basically NPV is nothing but present value of cash inflows minus the initial investment. Okay, so cash flows divided by 1 plus k square, k3, something like that will be taken. So C1, C2, C3 are nothing but the cash inflows. K1, Ks are nothing but the cost of capital. Accept or reject rule of NPV is nothing but when NPV is positive, you are going to accept the proposal. When NPV is negative, if you get more than positive values, more than 0, it's nothing but your NPV will be accepted. If it is less than 0 or negative, it will be rejected as such. So these are the two methods. NPV will be there when cash flows are equal and when cash flows are not equal, as we have done in payback period and all. So here when cash flows are equal, you need to check A4 table for the table values. You have table values also. So I have already forwarded the table chart to you. Just check it out. I have already also shown you how to find out this. Okay. So when cash flows are not equal, check A3 table. Okay. So this is what, if your cash flows are equal, it is known as annuity cash flows. When cash flows are not equal, these are known as mixed cash flows. Okay. So let's do a problem on equal cash flows. That is nothing but annuity cash flows. A project cost rupees 1 lakh with an annual cash inflows of 50,000 for 5 years with 10% discount rate. Calculate NPV as such. So let's do this problem. So what he has given in the question is given. Okay. So project cost is nothing but your cost of the asset is nothing but rupees 1 lakh. Okay. Annual cash inflows are nothing but how much he has given, 50,000 for 5 years. So years are nothing but 5 years. Discount rate has been given 10%. So this would be the form of NPV as such. Years, cash inflows, PV at 10%, total cash inflows. Years, cash inflows. You are going to take the discount. Okay, PV at 10%. In the question he has given 10%, you are going to take 10%. Years, cash inflows, PV at 10%, and total PVs. This is how you are going to calculate the NPV. This is nothing but when cash flows are given, when cash flows are equal, sorry. That means in all the 5 years it is 50,000. Okay, you are going to check out A4 table when cash flows are equal. So this is nothing but computation of NPV you are going to write down. So 1 to 5 years, amount is 50,000. Now PV at 10%, you need to check out A4 table. For 5th year row, 10% column should be there. Okay, what I have sent you the table values, just check those. 5th year row and 10% column, you are going to get 3.791. Check out the table values that I have given. You need to multiply in total PV. You need to multiply this. Let's say this is first column, this is second column, this is third column. You need to multiply second column into third column. So you are going to get 50,000 into 3.79, get 91. How much you are going to get is 1,89,550 rupees. Okay, so your total PV is nothing but your 1,85,550. So minus you are going to do, as I said, NPV is nothing but your total PV minus initial investment. Okay, so over here this is nothing but your total PV minus initial investment or cost of the asset. Number of names are there for this that has been given in the question is how much? 1 lakh. So NPV we got is positive 89,550. As it is positive, NPV is positive, accept the project. Okay. What's another continuation of the question? Let's this is one question, and let me explain you about this problem also. This is how basically this is another question will do. An investment proposal would actually cost rupees 10,000. It would generate year-end cash flows of 4,000, 3,000, 5,000, and 2,000. 1 year, 1 through 4 years, the required rate of return is assumed to be 10%. Calculate NPV. So let's do this problem also. I'll do here only. What I'll do is I'll just do this. Okay. This would be the first problem of NPV. So this would be the next problem of NPV. Second. When, oh my goodness, when cash flows are not equal. So let's do this problem now. So initial investment or cost of the asset, this is also known as, I'm telling you guys, इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट बोला क्वेश्चन में, या फिर आपको कॉस्ट ऑफ द एसेट बोला, या फिर आउटले बोला, ये पूरों का मतलब आपका एक ही है, क्वेश्चन में दिया समझो. वी आर डूइंग दिस प्रॉब्लम नाउ. व्हेन कैश फ्लोज आर नॉट इक्वल, हाउ मच ही हैज गिवन यू? 10,000. So let's take that 10,000. How much he has given you? 10,000. And discount rate is 10%. Okay, let's write as R. So he is asking us to calculate the NPV and cash flows. How much he has given? Let me show you that. For 4 years, 4, 3, 5, 2. Let's take that also simultaneously. So here years, I am not going to draw the table because it's all becoming PV at 10%. 10% only he has given. So let's take that total PV. So years are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years he has given. You need to draw the table, guys, because it is becoming not neat. So I'm not liking to draw the table. I'm just figuring it out like this. Okay. Once I said I am not it is not coming. It is coming now. So cash inflows first year, as I said, 4,000. Second year 3,000. third year 5,000, fourth year 2,000. So PV will be nothing but you need to refer the A3 table. I'm telling again and again what you're supposed to do. Use first year row column PV 10%. You will get 0 point. If you check out the table values, you will get this. Second one 0.826 table values. You need to check A3 table for different cash flows. अगर पूरे साल में एक बोल के दे दिया तो A4 टेबल फॉलो करना है. तो तब आपको ये वैल्यू लेना है A4 टेबल में जाके कॉलम फिफ्थ ईयर में रो फिफ्थ ईयर में जाके कॉलम 10% पे गए तो आपको 3.791 आता. अगर आपको डिफरेंट कैश फ्लोज है तो A3 टेबल में जाके फर्स्ट 4 ईयर्स दिया यहाँ पे तो 4 ईयर्स की पूरों की वैल्यू ले लेने का रहता आपको. ओके 0.683. If you multiply this you will get 3636 first year, 2478 second year, 3758 third year, 1366 fourth year. So if you total it up this, how much you will get is, you need to total it up, you will get 11,235 rupees. So this is nothing but total annual cash inflows minus initial investment what we have done there. You need to do here also. How much is the initial investment that is being given in the question? 10,000. So this is how you need to do when cash flows are not equal. You will get 1235 plus. Okay, this is nothing but your NPV. Since NPV is positive, $1235, accept the project. And one more thing I want to tell you is, one more important thing what I want to tell you is this one. This for ARR what I have taught you in the beginning of the class, you need to take till taxes. एक बार depreciation deduct हो गया, taxes deduct हो गया, वही ले रहे थे अपन earnings after tax बोले तो. यहाँ पे क्या करना है, in NPV you need to add back the depreciation. This is very important, I am telling again and again. यही डिफरेंस है ARR के प्रॉब्लम्स में और NPV के. NPV में क्या करना बोले तो कैश फ्लोज को आपको डेप्रिसिएशन को ऐड बैक कर देना. वाई वी आर डूइंग, बल्कि तुमको डाउट होगा क्यों डिडक्ट करके फिर ऐड करना बोले तो टैक्स हमेशा डेप्रिसिएशन डिडक्टेड अमाउंट पे ही करते, इसीलिए वापस डेप्रिसिएशन यू नीड टू ऐड इट बैक. ओके, सो दिस इज वन फॉर्मेट ऑफ NPV you need to follow. This is a question that has been given. Given EBIT earnings before depreciation and tax 45,000, 40, 40, 45, 45. Tax rate has been given. Cost of the assets 1,40,000. Salvage value has given 20,000. Compute NPV using 10% cost of. Next problem, next class I'm going to wind up. Tomorrow I'm going to explain you in my next class. Okay, I'll wind up the class here itself because you'll get confused if there's many variations if I explain you in one class only. I have explained those today. What we have covered is ARR, the format if he has given you, and the NPV basic problems, that is A4 table and A3 table. So tomorrow in my next class I'm going to explain you this about the format, how we are going to do the format and all. See all of you guys. Bye all of you.